think of adopting for a while, a little third world child, because that would tick all 3 boxes, wouldn't it? You know? You think of it like, 1, I wouldn't be adding to the population problem. I'd be alleviating an existing problem. A young kid born through no fault of his own into abject poverty. He would have died without me. I can literally save his life and give him a great upbringing, right? 2, he would be grateful, wouldn't he? He'd want to pay me back, wouldn't he? Particularly if I let him know that all the other kids in the village, they weren't so lucky, they didn't make it out. I'd tell him that early on, so he really bucked his ideas up, right? I'd go, Tundi, come here. Yeah. Go and pop a shirt on, you're not in Africa now, mate. That's better, yeah. Tundi, yeah, water straight out of a tap, and yes. No, it's not free, it's Hampstead. Yeah, of course it's safe. Safe. Fresh drinking water. Have as much as you want. Have a bucket full. Straight out of that fresh drinking water. There you go. Go and clean the car. Go on. The world got to see James Corden as a fat pussy. He was also in the movie Cats, but no one saw that. And the reviews, oh, shocking. I saw one that said, this is the worst thing to happen to cats since dogs, right? But Dame Judi Dench defended the film, saying it was the role she was born to play, because she... I can't do this next joke. Because she loves nothing better than plonking herself down on the carpet, lifting her leg and licking her... Furball. She's old school. It's the last time, who cares? In the event of the plane landing on water, your life jacket is equipped with a whistle. The plane hits the water, smashes to bits, everyone's dead except you by a miracle. You're bobbing around in the Atlantic Ocean, 4 degrees that water is, right? You've got about 15 minutes before hypothermia sets in, right? Or eaten by a shark, or you drown, and you're hoping they've dispatched air sea rescue, and you're going, oh my God, I'm bruised and broken, I'm going to die, I don't want to die, what happened now, I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on. Now, I don't know if you've ever been in a helicopter. Of course you haven't, right? But they're f***ing loud, right? It's like having your head in a washing machine. It's like that. So you're over the Atlantic Ocean at night, you go... Never gonna happen. Out there, well done, Winslet. I told you, do a Holocaust movie, the awards come, didn't I? See? Trouble is with Holocaust films, there's never any gag reel on the DVDs. I don't know, there isn't. It's, now, don't do it. It'll be fine. Don't. Sitting at home, just reading the newspaper. This little girl comes running in. She's only 6. Hello, darling. Hello, Daddy. You've been playing? Yeah. In the park? Yeah. With your friends? Well, until the man came along. Till the man came along? Yeah, a man came along, and he asked my friends to leave, so it was just me and him. Darling, come over. Whatever happened, none of it was your fault, okay, darling? None of it was your fault. But tell Daddy every detail. What happened? He took me behind a tree so no one could see what you were doing. Oh, God, darling, and then what happened? He took my dress off. Oh, God, what happened next? What happened? He took his thing out. Oh, God, darling, and then what happened? Nothing, that was it. Oh, well, make something up. I hope I haven't offended anyone. I didn't mean... It's not my fault. There's a lot of powerful people here, so if I said... It's... Honestly, I like a drink as much as the next man. Unless the next man is Mel Gibson.
I need your love. You free my mind. I need your love. Yeah, you free my mind.
This show should just be me coming out going, well done, Netflix, you win everything. Good night. But no, we got to drag it out for 3 hours. You could binge watch the entire first season of Afterlife instead of watching this show. That That's a show about a man who wants to kill himself because his wife dies of cancer, and it's still more fun than this, okay? Spoiler alert, season 2 is on the way, so in the end, he obviously didn't kill himself. Just like Jeffrey Epstein. Shut up. I know he's your friend, but I don't care. Things that we never did in the first place. Why are you applauding someone for suddenly acting like a normal member of society? It's like I've lost a bit of weight. I've lost about 20 pounds. Exactly. What? No. You're basically applauding me for only eating as much as I need now. I should have always been doing that. I got fat because I was a greedy, lazy bastard. There's no other explanation. And I needed people that, they come to me now and they go, oh, well done, you look great. But they weren't telling me I looked terrible. They're basically saying I look terrible. No one told me at the time. It was really taboo. I needed waiters to come over and go, fuck off, you've had enough, right? And I've been criticised in the past for having a go at fat people. I've never had a go at fat people. I've only ever pointed out the fact that you get fat if you take in more calories than you burn off. That's simple science. I don't judge them in any other aspect of their life, but that's what happens. You get fat if you take in more calories than you burn off, okay? And that's indisputable, okay? Now, the thing is, people think I'm having a go. I'm not, because I don't judge them. If I see a fat person, I don't make assumptions about him other than how they got fat. And, this is the other thing, wait, right? Not only is that what makes you fat, people know that's what's making them fat. No one got fat behind their own back. No one and went, what the fuck's that? Okay? It's not a surprise, it's a gradual process. You have loads of time to back out from this project. Also, no one's sneaking into thin people's apartments and injecting their lettuce with 1,000,000 calories. That doesn't happen, okay? They know what's doing. If you go to a bloke and he's surrounded by cakes and pies, right? And you go, you know what's making you fat, don't you? He doesn't go, is it all the running? He knows what it... But I don't make judgments, okay, other than how they got fat, okay? If I see a fat person, I don't go, oh, he's fat, therefore he's jolly, right? A lot of them are miserable, aren't they? If I see a fat girl, I don't go, oh, she'd be pretty if she lost weight. That's rarely the case, okay? So don't fall for that, okay? A lot of them started eating because they had fuck all to lose. So, no. But there's no stigma attached because people don't even want to use the word fat now because I think it's derogatory. It's a real taboo subject. So they use euphemisms. They go, oh, you know Brenda, the big girl. What, 7 foot? No. Not so. What does she look like? Brenda, you know, she's the one who's clammy even in winter. Just say she's fat. Nothing wrong with it. It's their choice. It's up to you if you want to be fat. It's fine. But they don't. They go, you know, Brenda, she's out of breath just standing up at her desk. But even though it is their own fault, and it is their own fault, I feel sorry for them, right? No, I do. Particularly fat women, because fat is a feminist issue. Men get fat and we just go, fuck it, all bought and paid for, you know. We don't come under the same constraints of society, whereas women are inundated with images of how you should be, size 0 models, this diet, that diet, look like this, keep your man. And they make such an effort, don't they, fat girls? They've always got lovely hair, aren't they? They're always having their hair. They've all got lovely hair. Always got lovely hair. Always got those lovely false nails, haven't they? They make an effort. Anything but jogging, right? They love high heels, don't they? They think it makes their legs look less... It doesn't. It just... You can just hear them coming now. I don't want any fat people to feel uncomfortable at one of my gigs, so next time, buy 2 seats. I'm joking. I'm joking. Shut up. I'm not having a go. I'm just pointing out, you know... I was listening to the radio in England a few weeks back, Radio 4, quite highbrow. There was a discussion about political correctness. My name came up straight away, right? And there was this woman on there going, oh, yeah, well, it's not right. Ricky Gervais, he makes jokes about fat people. He wouldn't make jokes about gay people, would he? And being fat is like being gay. What? No, it's not. What? You can't choose your sexuality. As we've established, you choose whether to eat too much or not. You know, with your sexuality, you're born, you grow up, you discover you like same-sex relationships, and that's it. You're gay, okay? But being gay to be the same as being fat, you'd have to be born, be straight, grow up knowing you're straight, but gradually and consciously wean yourself onto cock. Oh. Happy 16th birthday, son. This is Raoul. Suck his cock. Sorry, father? Suck his cock. 16 now, suck his cock. I'm heterosexual. Oh, with his newfangled words. Suck his cock. Come on. I don't like cock, father. Doesn't like cock. How do you know if you've never tried it? Ah! Suck his cock. Suck one cock. Suck... that's not sucking it, that's playing with it. Put it in your mouth. Put it... Look, have a go, you might like it. Oh, it's not so bad, is it? I fucking love these. If that happened, then being gay would be the same as being fat, but it doesn't, so it's not, okay? I was on a plane last year, okay, going from New York to LA, okay, and me and my girlfriend were one side of the plane, there was the aisle, and the other side, there were these two huge fat women, okay? Proper fat. One of them just got on and went, can I have a belt extension? Yeah, of course you can, you've earned it, right? So... proper. In fact, I was thinking of calling the pilot out and going, should one of us swap with one of them? Otherwise, we're just going to Canada. Do you know what I mean? And one of them was even fatter than the other one, okay? And she was there, and she'd got on the plane with one of those takeaway buckets of fast food. Bucket! I mean, there's your first clue. When did that happen? When did fat people just give up? When did they go into a shop and go, oh, fuck it, just treat me like a farmyard animal? Really? Give me it in a bucket. In fact, just strap it to my fucking head and I'll just... A bucket? Really? You want your meal in a bucket? Yes. Right? So, she's there and she's chowing down, right? And I swear, she turns to her fat friend and says, this is the best fried chicken I've had all day. But I'm not having a go. I'm not having a go. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Because even though it is their own fault, and it is their own fault, I don't know if you know this about fat people, they fucking love cake. They love it. They love it, right? And I blame the food industries, because you go into a supermarket and it's just packed with that stuff. Everything's packed with hydrogenated fats and extra calories and sugar and butter and everything, and they love that, okay? And there's always a big door, isn't there, to a supermarket? It's always... they've got a quadruple door, isn't it? No one's ever been too fat to get through the door of a supermarket, okay? And it opens automatically, so they don't have to waste calories pushing anything. There's just... and it's a good job it opens automatically, because usually it's glass and they can see the pie from down the road and they're in like that. Grazing, right? So... I say, keep the big door, sure, keep the big door, come on fat people, come in you go. But when they get in there, it's all fresh fruit and veg. It's all whole grain, it's all stuff that's good for you, okay? Of course they'll be confused at first, they go, well, that's not real food to them. They think Brussels sprouts is packaging, right? They're looking, where's the cakes, where's the cakes? The cakes are over here, but the cakes are through a different door. But this door is human-sized, okay? So now they go, there's the cakes. They go, oh, fuck, I can't get in. I can't get through the fucking door. I can't. And they're starving. I go, oh, God, what's this? I've got to eat some, what's this, a banana? Right. And they go back, oh, no, I still can't. Back and have a carrot. They're back and forth for days, and the fat's fallen off them. Soon they can slip through the door and have a cake. They can't get out again. No, but I mean...
All right, so here I am in America, about to appear in the mate Ricky's new film. I mean, I say appear, I mean blink and you'll miss me, to be honest. I've come all this way, like 7 hours on a plane. I haven't even got a speaking part. It's just sort of being an extra. I mean, they sort of say to be a good extra, you know, it's all about sort of being in the background and not being seen. And, you know, I could have stayed in London to do that. Not only that, but he's got me dressed up like a right knobhead. I shouldn't have agreed to do it.
You're supposed to be my friend.
There's a caveman scene. We tried hard to make all the cavemen look the same. And then I thought it'd be good to see a bald one. Purely my own amusement. Just to fly Karl out under false pretences. And then I had it all ready for him. I made his skin slightly smaller than everyone else's so he looked stupid. I had a wig with a top cut out. His head looked particularly round. And we gave him a little prehistoric comb-over. They gave me £18 million to spend, so there was a bit left over to get a little bald man involved.
There was loads going on down on the set. You know, Ricky was really busy.
If we do me here, then we're fine, aren't we? Yeah. Then that'll match.
He was up to his eyes in it. But there was nothing for me to do. I don't know why they called for me so early.
Just do it just so everyone knows the action.
So I just thought I'd use this time to break my new shoes in.
Beast is a danger.
I find it just as easy as directing for TV, if not a little bit easier, because you've got a bigger budget, got more people who want to put your vision on celluloid, and I try and always do my own thing, and that excites me more. It just excites me more, the creative process excites me more than seeing my fat face on a big film.
We're going to do pickups anyway, and we can come back and forth.
I really don't know how this sort of making films thing has caught on. I've been here now, it's about 3:45, started at 7 this morning. One scene isn't even done yet. If this happened on, like, the first movie ever made, you'd go, forget it, it's not worth it. Eventually, my big moment arrived. Well, I say big moment.
Karl, come to this side and be last. And don't do any grunts. Whatever they're doing, you just look confused. You do not know what's happening, okay? Whatever they do, just look at them doing it. Whatever they say, you don't quite understand it. Just be yourself, basically. I think he'll cope very well because he's got to play a stupid Neanderthal who doesn't understand what's going on. I think he can do that. I think he's been working towards this role all his life.
So this is it. This is me acting. Can you tell?
Go. Move, move, move. Stop. Bump. Karl, look at me, look around. Look, that's fantastic. That was amazing.
Is that any good?
No, she's good.
I don't know if that was any good or not. I mean, the odd thing with acting is you don't know if it looked any good or not because you can't see what you're doing. It's like watching them there. I mean, do they think they look good? So I thought I'd ask a couple of the pros what they made of my performance. Can I show you what I did? I went...
I don't believe a word of it. I don't believe anything about it.
Really?
In fact, this interview's over.
Why?
Get away from me. Walk away.
Oh my gosh. You didn't see my bit, did you? You didn't see my bit of...
How did it go? Do a little bit for me right now. Show me, give me just a little bit of it.
Everyone was sort of making their noises, and I had to go... Like that.
That was it? Just now?
Just that.
That bit was it?
Well, that's good. If you didn't recognise it was acting, that's
Well, I guess
good,
that,
isn't it?
Hey, who am I to judge?
I mean, I'll do it again now, you know that it's acting.
It looks like you're looking for where the coffee is.
Is that bad? I mean, now it seems like you're just criticising it because you were shocked how good it was the first time. And
Time Golden Globe winner and a nominee tonight for Derek, Ricky Gervais.
Oh, it's going well, isn't it? Let's not ruin it by me saying anything, really. No one wants to see me insult any of you rich, beautiful, overprivileged celebrities. So, no ordinary people at home wants to see that, because you're better than ordinary people. And you know it, and they know it deep down. I'm not going to start picking on things you've done. Some of it immoral. A lot of it illegal. Oh. But if we've learned one thing, it's that famous people are above the law, as it should be. So I'm not going to be any terrible things you've done to get here tonight. The street and Clooney. I'm not even looking at Katie Holmes. So let's get on with it before I say something insulting. Here are the nominees for Best Actress in a Motion Picture, Comedy or Musical. Amy Adams, Big Eyes. Emily Blunt, Into the Woods. Helen Mirren, The 100-Foot Journey. Julianne Moore, Maps to the Stars. Quevanjani Wallace, Annie. I've been practicing saying that last name so I don't have a John Travolta moment. So I got away with it. I still watch that every day on YouTube. It's brilliant, isn't it? It's just brilliant. Oh, yeah. And the Golden Globe goes to Amy Adams, Big Eyes. Thank you. Let's do the show, shall we? On a serious note, the Golden Globes are about excellence. To win one, you have to do something amazing. Neither of our first two presenters have won a Golden Globe. I don't know what they're doing here, really, but I don't choose the guests. Please welcome the fantastic Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill. Welcome back. The Golden Globes doesn't have an in memoriam section to get you all depressed. Instead, we let the president of the Hollywood Foreign Press say a few words. Please welcome Lorenzo Soria. Our next presenter is the star of the hilarious comedy The Martian. Oh, he nearly died. Right. He's also the only person who Ben Affleck hasn't been unfaithful to. Please welcome Matt Damon. Welcome back. Joy and Trainwreck. No, not the names of Charlie Sheen's two favourite hookers. The films of our next two presenters. They're best friends, by the way. They wanted me to tell you that. And if you forget, they said they'd tweet you and remind. Basically, they come round and shout it through. They're best friends. It's like they've never had a friend before. Please welcome Amy Schumer and Jennifer Lawrence. Oh. This show is way too long, isn't it? It's way too... This could be half an hour. This one was in the writer's strike when they just read the winners and just... OK. Let's get through it. Right. Unbelievable. Some people still think this award means something. The winners. Just listen to me. Listen. It doesn't just... Right. When Brad and Angelina see our next two adorable little presenters, they're going to want to adopt them. Please welcome Kevin Hart and Ken Jeong. OK. Right, listen, this is... Shush. Shush, shut up, really, seriously. Right, a few years ago on this show, I made a joke about Mel Gibson getting a bit drunk and saying a few unsavoury things. We've all done it. I wasn't judging him, but now I find myself in the awkward position of having to introduce him again. Listen, I'm sure it's embarrassing for both of us, okay? And I blame NBC for this terrible situation. Mal blames... We know who Mal blames. Listen, I still feel a bit bad for it, right? Mel's forgotten all about it, apparently. That's what drinking does. No. I want to say something nice about Mel before he comes out. Oh yeah, okay, here you go. I'd rather have a drink with him in his hotel room tonight than with Bill Cosby. Please, Malcolm. Mel Gibson. You filth, all of it. Oh, we're back. Oh, welcome back to the Golden Globes. Our next presenter is an actress who is both beautiful and talented. Born in England, she came to America and has taken Hollywood by storm. The star of the nominated movie The Danish Girl, please... It's a dude. Eddie Redmayne. Tom, thank you. I'm afraid that's it. We're out of time. From myself and Mel Gibson, shalom. Hello and welcome to the 77th Annual Golden Globe Awards, live from the Beverly Hilton Hotel here in Los Angeles. I'm Ricky Gervais. Thank you. You'll be pleased to know this is the last time I'm hosting these awards, so I don't care anymore. I'm joking. I never did. NBC clearly don't care either. Fifth time. So, I mean, Kevin Hart was fired from the Oscars because of some offensive tweets. Hello. Lucky for me, the Hollywood foreign press can barely speak English, and they've no idea what Twitter is. So I got offered this gig by fax. So let's go out with a bang. Let's have a laugh at your expense, shall we? Remember, they're just jokes. We're all going to die soon, and there's no sequel. So, yeah, remember that. But you all look lovely, all dolled up. You came here in your limos. I came here in a limo tonight, and the licence plate was made by Felicity Huffman. So, no, shush. It's her daughter I feel sorry for, okay? That must be the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to her. And her dad was in Wild Hogs. So, lots of big celebrities here tonight. I mean, legends, icons, yeah? Look, at this table alone, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro. But Baby Yoda. Oh, that's Joe Pesci, sorry. I love you, man, don't have me whacked. But tonight isn't just about the people in front of the camera. In this room are some of the most important TV and film executives in the world. People from every background, but they all have one thing in common. They're all terrified of Ronan Farrow. He's coming for you. He's coming for you. Look, talking of all you perverts, it was a big year... It was a big year for paedophile movies. Surviving R. Kelly, Leaving Neverland, Two Popes. Shut up. Shut up. I don't care. I don't care. Many talented people of colour were snubbed in major categories. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. The Hollywood foreign press are all very, very racist. So, fifth time. So... We were going to do an in memoriam this year, but when I saw the list of people that had died, it wasn't diverse enough. It just... No. It was mostly white people. And I thought, nah, not on my watch. So, maybe next year. Let's see what happens. No one cares about movies anymore. No one goes to the cinema. No one really watches network TV. Everyone's watching Netflix. This show should just be me coming out going, well done, Netflix, you win everything. Good night. But no, we got to drag it out for 3 hours. You could binge watch the entire first season of Afterlife instead of watching this show. That's a show about a man who wants to kill himself because his wife dies of cancer. And it's still more fun than this, OK? Spoiler alert, season 2 is on the way, so in the end, he obviously didn't kill himself. Just like Jeffrey Epstein. Shut up! I know he's your friend, but I don't care. You had to make your own way here in your own plane, didn't you? Right, but seriously, most films are awful, lazy, remakes, sequels. I've heard a rumour that there might be a sequel to Sophie's Choice. I mean, that'd just be Meryl Streep going, well, it's got to be this one then. All the best actors have jumped to Netflix and HBO, you know. And the actors who just do Hollywood movies now do fantasy adventure nonsense. They wear masks and capes and really tight costumes. Their job isn't acting anymore. It's going to the gym twice a day and taking steroids, really. Have we got an award for most ripped junkie? No. No point. We know he'd win that. Martin Scorsese, the greatest living director, made the news for his controversial comments about the Marvel franchise. He said they're not real cinema and they remind him of theme parks. I agree. Although I don't know what he's doing hanging around theme parks. He's not big enough to go on the rides, is he? It's tiny. Right. The Irishman was amazing. It was amazing. It was. It was great. Long, but amazing. It wasn't the only epic movie. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, nearly 3 hours long. Leonardo DiCaprio attended the premiere, and by the end, his date was too old for him. So... Even Prince Andrew's like, come on, Leo, mate, you know. You're nearly 50, son. The world got to see James Corden as a fat pussy. He was also in the movie Cats, but no one saw that. And the reviews, oh, shocking. I saw one that said, this is the worst thing to happen to cats since dogs, right? But Dame Judi Dench defended the film, saying it was the role she was born to play, because she... I can't do this next joke. Because she loves nothing better than plonking herself down on the carpet, lifting her leg and licking her... Furball. She's old school. It's the last time, who cares? Oh. Apple roared into the TV game with a morning show. A superb drama, yeah. A superb drama about the importance of dignity and doing the right thing, made by a company that runs sweatshops in China. So, well, you say you're woke, but the companies you work for, I mean, unbelievable. Apple, Amazon, Disney. If ISIS started a streaming service, you'd call your agent, wouldn't you? So, if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and... So... It's already 3 hours long. Right, let's do the first award. The first award. The first award is for Best Actor in a Television Series, Musical or Comedy. To present the award are a couple of actors off the telly, what can I say? Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon.
Mr. Handsome Boy. Ricky, can I say something that you may hate?
Go on.
I think you should have a kid.
Right. Okay. In what way? Be a father or just have a kid? Go and get one?
No, I think you should have a family, because I've always thought about you and Simon Cowell. Whenever I read your interviews, I always think there's something missing. I think you make a great dad.
Me and Simon Cowell, if he's up for it.
Do you hate that question?
No, I feel a sitcom coming on.
Yeah.
Ricky and Simon adopted a kid. Oh, Ricky, what are you doing? I'm bathing the baby, Simon. You don't bath it like that. It's already written. Good one.
Talking of sitcoms, you and Stephen Merchant are working on a new project. First there was The Office, then there was Extras. Tell us about the third one.
This one's called Life's Too Short, and it's sort of a fake documentary. It's about the life of Warwick Davis, who's a real person, but this is a twisted version of
himself. And he's a dwarf, right?
He is. Why bring that up?
No, I don't know. Chris is telling me he's about to...
I've got to do with it. Sorry, Warwick, if you're... He doesn't know he's a dwarf. He just thinks...
I feel awful now. Don't, Ricky.
No, he did. We haven't told him. He just... he doesn't know.
Well...
Because he's blind as well. So no one's told him he's a dwarf. So now he knows.
Well, now he does know. Thursday was the night.
And it's about him having a sort of a bit of a midlife crisis, and his career's on the skid. So he's done this sort of reality show to try and get famous. And myself and Stephen play twisted versions of ourselves as well.
Well, good luck with that.
Got it.
Right then, today is Thanksgiving in the good old US of A.
God bless both of them. It's Thanksgiving today. Happy Thanksgiving. Karl's going to tell us what it's all about. Ricky, what are Karl's qualifications as some kind of international culture guru?
He hasn't got any.
Really?
You're going to
Seriously, I don't know why you got me on for this bit.
So you could plug your video.
Come on.
Yeah, that's out.
All right.
Yeah.
Now you're going to do this bit.
It's just a...
Before you do that, should we have a clip?
Yeah,
Let's have a clip of you by Christ in Rio. Here it is.
So come on, Karl, that was pretty good. You are the idiot abroad, you're now the idiot with the turkey. Tell us about Thanksgiving.
Can we show that turkey?
It
looks lovely there, doesn't it? But look what they were facing us. That's the view that was facing us.
Is anyone doing this in this country? Would anyone be to blame?
Yeah.
There's some Americans over here, people who have American relatives. It's a big night for those guys.
But would they be watching this anyway,
yes,
then?
They
or
will.
they be eating...
This is their pre-Thanksgiving show. They watch it every year.
Tell us about the origin, Karl.
I told you about this. I've got a podcast out called Thanksgiving, free on iTunes. And I was telling you the Wampanoag Indians.
I wouldn't worry. It's mainly, I mean, anything with Americans, they like eating.
Yeah.
So they tend to... No, I'm not having a go.
That's racist.
That's a fact. So...
But they definitely have gone off the turkey now, because it looks like Arnie Nora from
Listen
that
to what they eat.
What?
There's a thing that they eat called Duncan.
Right.
And what they do, they get a turkey, they shove a chicken in that, and shove a duck in that, and that's why it's a Duncan type thing.
Excellent. OK, round of applause for that one Thanksgiving fact. Cheers, Karl.
Well, thanks to you both, and good luck with your DVD battle in the charts over Christmas.
Yeah, who's going to win the battle of the DVDs, guys?
Idiot Abroad. I think it's number 1 or 2 or something. I think only Top Gear's beating it. Top Gear? Who's still watching Top? Just turn Dave on. It's on every night.
All right. Thanks, Ricky. Thanks, Karl, for being on the programme.
I bought a suit for this. I thought I was going to be on TV. I'm such a moron. I am losing so much money right now.
And I want everyone in America right now to look at me. Look at me smoking indoors. I didn't ask anybody. I just did it. What are they going to do? Kick me out before I get the prize? No, nigga, this is called leverage.
Oh, Julia Roberts, you live next to me at the beach. You know that. Thanks for all the visits. Anyway, I'm living about 2 blocks from you. The broad never shows up. Come by and say hello.
Closer than 2 blocks.
You have no lines, Julia. Just nod. Anyway.
And the winner, the Grammy goes to Natalia Lafourcade. Oh, wait. Dude, you... Oh, I will... sorry. I will accept on behalf of her. If I butchered her name, I'm sorry.
Thank you very much. I'm very excited to be here, and I was asked to host the ESPYs this year. Yeah, hi, that's my name, Espen. When I was asked to host the ESPYs this year, folks, I said yes immediately for one reason and one reason only. This show has interns.
It wasn't the only epic movie. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, nearly 3 hours long. Leonardo DiCaprio attended the premiere, and by the end, his date was too old for him. So...
All right. Hey, how many feminists are like going nuts? So why is this cis white male doing all this Latino stuff? And the Grammy goes to Grupo Niche. Hey, Niche.
You know, when I was asked to host the Canadian Screen Awards, I called my good friend Chris Rock, and I said to him, I've got some great news, Chris. I'm going to Canada. And he said, I've got some great news, too. I'm hosting the Oscars. What are you doing in Canada? And I said, visiting some family, friends.
No one cares about movies anymore. No one goes to the cinema. No one really watches network TV. Everyone's watching Netflix. This show should just be me coming out going, well done, Netflix, you win everything. Good night. But no, we got to drag it out for 3 hours. You could binge watch the entire first season of Afterlife instead of watching this show. That's a show about a man who wants to kill himself because his wife dies of cancer. And it's still more fun than this, okay? Spoiler alert, season 2 is on the way, so in the end, he obviously didn't kill himself. Just like Jeffrey Epstein. Shut up. I know he's your friend, but I don't care.
Sorry, I wasn't listening to that one. I'm going to butcher this. And the Grammy goes to Hildur Guðnadóttir for Joker.
Yeah, the Nuggets are having a bad year this year, man. Matter of fact, they're making a film about the team. They got a pretty catchy title. It's Black Men Can't Jump Either.
One Hollywood publication said that me hosting would mean that some film stars would stay away for fear of being made fun of. As if film stars would stay away from the chance of winning a Golden Globe. Particularly if their film company has already paid for it.
Mr. Don Rickles.
Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, why did they stand? Was it a Jewish holiday?
No, because you're a legend, Don, because you're you.
That was very sweet of you folks to stand. Next time, just leave a check by the door. This is great. O.J. Simpson jury right here in the front. Black gentleman's laughing. It's a little humor.
The teleprompter is sort of flashing. I think we're supposed to get back to that.
Oh, really? Because
yeah.
It's a hot show. Let's read these funny lines. Let's read these funny lines they wrote for us.
Okay.
Talking of all you perverts, it was a big year. It was a big year for paedophile movies. Surviving R. Kelly, Leaving Neverland, Two Popes. Shut up. Shut up. I don't care. I don't care.
And there's Charles Woodson. How about that? Huh? What a season he had. Great, man. He became the first defensive player to win the Heisman Trophy. And congratulations, Charles. That is something that no one can ever take away from you. Unless you kill your wife and a waiter, in which case... all bets are off.
I got to be honest, I don't know much about writers, you know. I used to think you guys were a bunch of nerds who couldn't hold up your end of the conversation, you know, with strange shoes. I did.
Lots of big celebrities here tonight. I mean, legends, icons, yeah? Look, at this table alone, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, but... Baby Yoda. Oh, that's Joe Pesci, sorry.
Just backstage, a lot of celebrities back there, man. I was talking to Jerry Jones, you know, the Cowboys owner, and he's disappointed, obviously. Yeah. Well, he's a good guy, though, man. He's talking about rebuilding the team, you know, and he told me, he says, we have to get back to what made us a championship team. Strippers and crack.
Now, when I'm at home, I watch hours and hours of Discovery Channel and History Channel. Hours, Discovery Channel, History Channel. Ask me anything about sharks and Nazis. Round of applause there for... They're not as bad as a lot of people make out. Sharks, I mean. Nazis, awful. Sharks, brilliant. Amazing creature, okay? It can hone in on a floundering fish, right? See the vibrations that it picks up through electrical impulses, through sensors in its flank. It doesn't need its eyes, but contrary to popular belief, their eyes are very good, okay? But it can smell and taste the slightest human secretion of blood and sweat, 1 part in a billion from a mile away. A shark would have found Anne Frank like that. Nazis, rubbish. I've been to her house. It's tiny. Every day they went in. Okay, let's move on. Sarge, can we look upstairs today? No, there's no one down here. Move on. Sarge, what's that tapping? She had time to write a book, for Christ's sake. Well, it ends a bit abruptly and no sequel. Lazy. No, but... Not a traditional subject for comedy, the old Holocaust. But I will say something about the Holocaust, and I'm sticking my neck out here, but in my opinion, I blame Adolf Hitler. He was the ringleader. Old Adolf. That name's died out, hasn't it? He killed that dead, didn't he? No one's calling their kid Adolf nowadays. No little Adolfs going to school. Loads of Brads and Angelinas, but no... Look, you don't hear the teacher doing the register. Brad here, Angelina here, Adolf here. I do that quick so no one can take a picture of me doing that. No, but people make excuses for him. People say, oh, he was stupid, he was easily led, he didn't mean that. What do you mean he didn't mean that? They say, oh no, he was influenced by the political philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche, right? Because Nietzsche wrote this paper talking about a Superman. He said, not all men are born equal. And Hitler misinterpreted this and went way too far with it. And think of that. You're a great scholar, you've done this work, and you get a call from the Führer. And the Führer goes, all right, Nietzsche. Yes. Yeah, good. What do you want? He goes, just read your book. What do you think? Love it. Love all that. Man and Superman, not everyone's equal, kill all the Jews. Sorry? Not everyone's equal, so kill all the Jews. I didn't like that. I read between the lines. I didn't mean that. That's terrible. You haven't been killing... You haven't been killing Jewish people, have you? What? Have you been killing Jewish people? Yeah. Yeah. A few. How many? 6 million. 6 million? That's all. I won't do any more. Leave it at 6. That's terrible. I won't do any more. Stay for dinner? Well, I will, but be careful in future. I will. Are you writing any other books? Well, I am, but I'm scared to tell you about it. I won't do anything. What's your new book called? My new book is called The Gypsies. Do we need them? Cheers. No, don't applaud that. We shouldn't talk about such things. It's not like we're in peace times now, is it? There's a little thing going on in a country called Iraq, which is not my favourite war. My favourite war is... oh, there's so many. They're good for different reasons. Falklands. That's probably the Falklands, because we won that one. And It was great. It was against Argentina. Yeah, weird. We're going to war with Argentina. All right, okay, fair enough, yeah. But the reason it's my favourite war is that it was a range war. And what that means is the Argentine guns could fire 9 kilometres. The British guns could fire 17 kilometres. So we just parked our ships 10 kilometres away, and theirs were falling into the sea, and we were shelling the shit out of them. It's the war equivalent of holding a midget at arm's length. And he's flailing, and you're just kicking him in the bollocks like that. Vietnam, best soundtrack. Second World War, best ending. That had to be the end. That was a great finale. You couldn't follow that, could you? People are worried about that. They go, oh, atomic energy. Oh, it's bad. The effects are still being felt today. But, oh, it ended a war. And that's good. And it was discovered by Einstein. And he's a genius. And in his 1903 paper, he said that light could be described as discrete bundles of energies that when irradiated onto an unstable... What maniac thinks like that? Really? I'm not a doctor, but I think that's what turned Stephen Hawking's mad, too much thinking. Do you know what I mean? The universe is expanding. Of course it is, Stephen. Yeah, of course it is, yeah. Jeez. Take a day off, go for a walk. Not a walk, but I mean, no. Open a window. Watch a bit of TV. Robot Wars is on. You love that, don't you? Greatest mind on the planet. People say, oh, we shouldn't have a go at Stephen Hawking. Oh, he's a genius. He's not a genius. He's pretentious. Born in Oxford and talks with that fake American accent.
When we're discussing things like, oh, what do the audience expect or what do they want, there's something in me that says I don't care. It's not up to them. It's not up to them. I'll do exactly what I want, and that, you know, then you come. If you didn't like it, I don't care. Don't come and see me again. Don't ever come and see me again.
I think as long as that's
because I just don't want to be judged. I really don't want to be judged.
Well, every year I get rid of, I don't know, 10 or 20%, and I add, and so it's every 5 years or 4 years. I don't really keep track of it.
Right.
But I do feel like there are those core things. But you don't work like that. You like to create a show, and that's the show.
I like a whole.
But those 200 shows you do, what did you say, 200 or 600?
About 200.
Okay, so by the end of that, that's an act.
That's an act, and that's ready for HBO if they want it. And bye.
But you must be coming up with stuff all the time, and so you gradually evolve the act. You do new stuff.
Yeah. So I like to keep evolving it. Like Jack Welch ran GE. Every year he fired the bottom 10%.
Right.
That's the way I do it.
What's your oldest stuff? How old is your oldest stuff? Like, is it like sourdough bread that there's always a piece from?
10 years.
10 years?
Yeah. I've been doing Sucks in Grade 10 years.
Yeah, I can't do, I mean, I'm like, I grew up Woody Allen, Prince. I like short geniuses. Every year Woody Allen has a new movie. Every year Prince has a new album.
Right.
There's
well, that's why I look at it like you're
writing
a book.
And that's the way I look at it. Like,
but Jerry's point is that
stuff.
when you go and see Prince, you want to see his greatest hits, not his new album you haven't heard.
No, not necessarily.
I want to see both.
Not necessarily.
I want to see both. But I think if you leave out...
Maybe today I want to see the hits, but there was a moment there there was a 20-year period in Prince's career where I just wanted the new shit. I couldn't wait for the.
Well, you know what I always think is that if people come and see you, because I have an ongoing relationship with my audience, I think, and a lot of people come back to see me. If somebody sees you on TV doing a special and they see the stuff they love, and then they come see you live and they see it live, they'll actually be happy.
Right.
But they won't come back again. They'll go, I know what that guy does. If they come and see you live after the special and it's completely different.
Yeah, I don't know where
that's another argument Chris and I have had. Are they coming to see you or are they coming to see the act?
They're coming to see you. They're absolutely
so.
coming to see.
Of course, but this level, of course they are. They're not coming to discuss the evolution of the comedy. They're coming to see Jerry Seinfeld, aren't they? It's an event.
Yeah, but I think Louis is right. If they see the exact same thing, then they won't come back again.
Those people will not come again.
Yeah. But also the challenge of that, of like there's a huge amount of pressure. People are coming, they paid a lot of money, they had to park, and they got in a fight with their date or whatever it is. So there is a lot of, you know, there's a huge challenge in not having your old act. But I think you rise to the occasion. You don't rise to the occasion if you don't put the void there.
Right.
If you take away your old material from yourself, like one thing I started doing when I was developing Hours is I'd take my closing bit and I'd open with it.
Right.
Just to fuck myself. Just
Right,
because then I have to follow my strongest bit.
That's how he got good. You see this attitude?
And then my closing bit
with
with...
guy.
I've been watching him.
Yeah, he's a
Well,
tough
because
guy.
then the end of your act cauterizes it. It gets stronger just because because you don't have a choice. You know what I mean?
Cauterizes.
So that's why I started doing that. You get rid of all your best weapons, and you have to, you know, or else you're dead.
But don't you think
So
sometimes
it brings
that
something out
when
of
we're
you.
discussing things like, oh, what do the audience expect or what do they want? There's something in me that says I don't care. It's not up to them. It's not up to them. I'll do exactly what I want, and that, you know, then you come. And, if you didn't like it, I don't care. Don't come and see me again. Don't ever come and see me again.
I think as long as that's
because I just don't want to be judged. I really don't want to be judged.
Well, then you're in the wrong business
I
completely.
never wanted to
What
be
do you
the-
mean, though?
Well,
Why?
you're going up there to be judged. No one is more judged in civilized society than a stand-up comedian. Every 12 seconds you're rated.
Yeah,
that's right.
But that's the feedback. That's what it gives you. They laugh or they don't. What I mean is, I'm not entering a competition. This is not. I'm not entering a popularity contest.
You are in a competition.
No, I think
no,
Ricky,
because
but Ricky's got the right attitude as long as it works. In other words,
it seems to be
In other
working.
words, he doesn't care, and that's funny to people, and that's making them laugh, so it's okay.
Artistically, you're not entering a
Yeah.
competition. You're absolutely right, and you should write for yourself, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But when you play Radio City Music Hall or Madison Square Garden or whatever, you're competing with Led Zeppelin that was there the night before, or Prince, or whatever.
You're competing with something.
You're competing with...
To sell those tickets.
Whatever
I mean, you have to get to a level to sell a certain number of tickets.
Every room you're in, you're competing with the people that played that room, and you have to be at least as good as the other people that played that room.
What I mean is, I don't change anything that I wouldn't want to do or has ever done to find an audience. I do what I do, and somewhere in the world, there's enough people that want to come and fill that venue.
Absolutely.
That's exactly right. It's like Darwinist, really, because you have your thing that you do, and then people flock to it. And if you don't, if they don't, they don't, and then you die.
Remember the first time you met another kid that was funny?
Yeah.
That was a big
That
deal.
was just so exciting.
That was a big deal.
I was in third grade, and I met a kid that was funny. And
What was his name? Do you remember?
Jimmy Tenney.
Jimmy Tenney.
And we started making each other laugh.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, don't you remember kids that were like really funny, funnier than you?
Oh, way funnier.
And then you go off and you make this whole career out of it, and they're going, fuck, I could have done that.
Well, there's guys that beat Jordan in basketball.
But I assume
they're out there.
You were always
I beat
funny,
them.
weren't you? I mean, I was always
I
trying
thought
to be
everybody
funny.
was funny. I only, like you said, I only hung out with the funny kids.
Yeah, but my family were funny, all the friends. But that was the important thing.
Yeah,
Where I grew up,
right.
once you'd paid your way, the point was to have a laugh, and that was usually, you know, ribbing people, sort
I
of
ran
play
into
fighting.
there was a kid named Colin Ryan I went to junior high school with. And my first day of junior high school, it's a very scary step from elementary school. From being like eating a lunch with a milk in the class, and then you're taking a shower with a bunch of kids. Like first day of junior high school. And I'm in the shower and I'm terrified and I don't know anybody. And then this kid next to me he just points and shows me that he's peeing on the kid next to him, who has no idea, who's just showering. He's peeing all over him. And I just died laughing. And he made me laugh that way a million times. And then I went to my high school reunion and he was just kind of depressed looking guy now.
Right.
And I told him that story and I could see that the glimmer was a little faded, but then he said, somewhere that kid is walking around, he still doesn't know I peed on him. I don't know what he does for a living, but
He
it's not
pees on
comedy.
people still.
Pees on
Louis C.K. said this was really funny. Is it funny? It's not funny now. When someone says to me about another comedian, they say, oh, they're not funny. Even if I agree with them, I stand up and I say, well, you can't say that. You've got to say, you don't find them funny, And I hate it when people say, that joke was offensive. I got to say, no, you've got to say, you found it offensive. Because it's all about feelings, and feelings are personal. And there's loads of types of comedy, and comedy evolves, There's a new type of comedy at the moment called woke comedy, right? No, it's
very progressive, you know. There are some clubs now where the comedian has to sign a thing saying he won't say anything contentious or he won't say anything that could offend anyone. It's a safe space for the audience. Woke comedy. And I tried to watch a bit of it, and I decided I'd rather watch Louis C.K. masturbate. Can't mention him anymore. He's cancelled. Not enough to apologise and move on. You've got to... And the big controversy last time I did it was a Caitlyn Jenner joke, right? Oh, outrage on Twitter the next day. And by outrage, I mean a couple of people going, it was transphobic. It wasn't transphobic in the slightest. It was a joke about a trans person, but the joke had nothing to do with that aspect of her existence. And that's the other thing about offence. People get offended when they mistake the subject of a joke with the actual target, and they're not necessarily the same. I'll tell you the joke. You make your own minds up. Right. So... it's live, so they go, and now your host for the 68th Annual Golden Globe Awards. Please welcome Ricky Gervais. They go, and they're all clapping, all the actors are looking up, smiling at me nervously. It's brilliant, right? So I just go, relax. I'm going to be nice tonight. I've changed. Not as much as Bruce Jenner, obviously. But if you're the type of person to revel in someone getting cancelled for something they said 10 years ago, you're just ensuring that one day you'll be cancelled for something you said today. You can't predict what will be offensive in the future. You don't know who the dominant mob will be. You know, like, the worst thing you can say today, get you cancelled on Twitter, death threats, whatever, the worst thing you can say today is, women don't have penises, right? Now, no one saw that coming. There are no 10-year-old tweets of people saying... you won't find a 10-year-old tweet of someone saying women don't have penises. Do you know why? We didn't think we fucking had to. Try and explain to someone every day what freedom of speech means, particularly in the context of comedy, and particularly in the context of a joke, that a joke about a bad thing isn't as bad as the bad thing. It's not even necessarily condoning the bad thing. It could be anti the bad thing. It depends on the actual joke. And this woman said, you should never make jokes about food allergies. I should have left it, right? I sent back, I make jokes about AIDS, cancer, famine, and the Holocaust, right? And you're telling me I should never joke about food allergies. She sent back, yes, but the Holocaust didn't kill children. Well, it did, didn't it? It was horrible, the Holocaust. Some would say as bad as food allergies. Oh, women. Not all women. I mean the old-fashioned ones. You know, the old-fashioned women. Oh, God. You know, the ones with wombs. Oh. Those fucking dinosaurs. Oh. No, I love the new women. I know the new women. They're great, aren't they? You know, the new ones we've been seeing lately. The ones with beards and cocks. They're as good as... they're as good as gold. I love them. No, it's the old-fashioned with it. And now the old-fashioned, they go like, oh, they want to use our toilets. Why shouldn't they use your toilets? For ladies. They are ladies. Look at their pronouns. What about this person isn't a lady? Well, his penis. Her penis, you fucking bigot. What if he rapes me? What if she rapes you? You fucking turf whore. Welcome to my show. It's not a show. There's no dancers or jugglers. It's basically a bloke talking, which is essentially what stand-up comedy is, isn't it? A bloke talking. Sexist. What about all the funny female comedians? Like, No. Right. No. I'm not doing that. OK, right. That was irony. There's going to be a bit of that throughout the show. See if you can spot it, OK? Now, that's when I say something I don't really mean for comic effect, and you as an audience, you laugh at the wrong thing because you know what the right thing is. It's a way of satirising attitudes. Like that first joke, I used the old-fashioned sexist trope that women aren't funny. Now, in real life, I know there are loads of funny women. Like, I did it again. Well spotted. Good. But these people are virtue signalling. They're trying to bring people down to raise their own status. And they say it's because, no, we're protecting minorities. Like, they're basically saying minorities haven't got a sense of humour, which is so patronising. And I get that as well, to what it's like to be outnumbered. In this country, we're still only 5% black, 5% Asian, 5% LGBTQ, you know, tiny numbers. Now, I'm a white, heterosexual multi-millionaire, right? There's less than 1% of us. Do I whine? No. Do I don't mind. I just get on with it. Come on, Rick. Come on, Rick. Just keep fun. I'm like Rosa Parks. Do you know what I mean? I'm like... Except I fought for the right to never have to take a seat on a bus. But... when I start on a contentious subject, I feel the tension. Like, oh, is this going to be all right? Are we being allowed to laugh?
Yeah.
And I take them through a scary forest and out the other side, and it's always okay. And they, phew, right? And I think that's the important thing, because I've often said that people get offended when they mistake the subject of a joke with the actual target.
Yeah.
And they're not necessarily the same thing. You can make jokes about any subject. It depends what the joke is.
Yeah.
There's no rules. You can't joke about this. You can.
You should be able to.
You just can.
Yeah.
Okay? And there's nothing sacred.
Well, that's
really.
the point. There's nothing sacred. So everything should be subject to ridicule.
Yeah.
I mean, even just to force you to understand, think about it more.
I know. But people then they go, wow, yeah, but you shouldn't hurt people's feelings. Well, you can if their feelings are wrong.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't like the facts, don't change the facts, change the feelings.
Yeah.
You know. I did think of adopting for a while, a little third world child, because that would tick all three boxes, wouldn't it? You know, you think of it like, one, I wouldn't be adding to the population problem. I'd be alleviating an existing problem. A young kid born through no fault of his own into abject poverty. He would have died without me. I can literally save his life and give him a great upbringing, right? Two, he would be grateful, wouldn't he? He'd want to pay me back, wouldn't he? Particularly if I let him know that all the other kids in the village, they weren't so lucky, they didn't make it out. I'd tell him that early on, so he really bucked his ideas up, right? I'd go, Tundi, come here. Yeah. Go and pop a shirt on, you're not in Africa now, mate. That's better. Yeah. Tundi, yeah, water straight out of a tap, and yes. No, it's not free, it's Hampstead. Yeah, of course it's safe. Safe, fresh drinking water. Have as much as you want. Have a bucket full. Straight out of that fresh drinking water. There you go. Go and clean the car. Go on. And I think that's the important thing, because I've often said that people get offended when they mistake the subject of a joke with the actual target.
Yeah.
And they're not necessarily the same thing. You can make jokes about any subject. It depends what the joke is.
Yeah.
There's no rules. You can't joke about this. You can.
You should be able to.
You just can.
Yeah.
Okay? And there's nothing sacred. But people then they go, wow, yeah, but you shouldn't hurt people's feelings. Well, you can if their feelings are wrong.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't like the facts, don't change the facts, change the feelings.
Yeah.
You know.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
How arrogant are you to think that you deserve to go through life with no one ever saying anything that you don't agree with or like? I want people to stop saying that joke's offensive.
Yeah.
I want them to start saying I found it offensive, because you've got to own the emotion, because that's all it is. You're just telling me how you feel about it.
Yeah.
There's nothing intrinsically offensive about this joke.
Keep my wife's name out your f***ing mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your f***ing mouth.
I'm going to, okay? That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
Từ những cái bảo hộ cho đến những cái dáng vóc nhìn là rất chi là giống, đến 99,9% xe thật đấy các bạn nào thấy không. Nó chỉ khác nhau về nguyên vật liệu vì cái ô tô này làm bằng nhựa thế thôi. Và như các bạn quan sát đấy, dưới thùng xe đấy, thì cũng được làm bằng màu đỏ, phân biệt rõ là đầu xe và thùng xe rất chi là rõ ràng, làm bằng màu đỏ nhựa cứng, và có những cái các đầu gu nổi bật trên hẳn cái trong lòng bánh này để chúng ta đi rất chi là bon mà rất chi là dễ đi. Đấy, các bạn hãy quan sát ra. Xe cũng đã được thiết kế bằng 4 chiếc bánh, 1 chiếc, 2 chiếc, 3 chiếc, 4 chiếc bánh. Đấy. Mỗi chiếc bánh này có đường kính là 2 phân các bạn nhé, rất chi là nhỏ bé. Đấy. Và nốp bánh xe đây như các bạn quan sát trong video. Đấy. Nốp bánh xe thì cũng làm từng khắc răng cưa rất chi là chắc chắn, chống trơn chống trượt hẳn hoi. Đấy có phải không? Vành trong như mai ơ xe đây đấy thì các bạn cũng đã quan sát được làm riêng biệt với cái nốp, đó nó chính là một màu vàng nhạt đấy, vàng nhạt và vàng chanh đấy. Được phân biệt mai ơ và nốp rõ ràng đấy, các bạn quan sát. Và ở giữa cũng chế được một con ốc vít màu xanh để khi nào các bạn xoáy ra xoáy vào rất dễ đấy, như các bạn đây mình cũng đã xoáy tay cũng ra đấy đây. Các bé không những chơi, các bé học hỏi tháo nắp được một chiếc xe đấy bằng một chiếc vít bằng nhựa, tạo ra rất chi là nhiều gen như các bạn mình đếm trong video đây. Một chiếc vít này có 1 2 3 4 5 cái gen rất chi là sâu và rất chi là dày, chắc chắn đấy, để các bé có thể chơi và tháo ra được, và các bé lại tự nắp vào được đấy, bằng những chiếc tô vít nhựa đấy các bạn thấy đâu, rất chi là hấp dẫn đấy, các bé tự khám phá để mỗi khi sử dụng cũng như là trò chơi đấy, rất dễ các bé tự được đấy. Và các bé dùng xong thì các bé lại có cái tô vít nhựa xoáy vào như này đấy, các bạn thấy không. Đấy, xoáy vào như này là rất im, bánh này có thể chạy được. Đấy, cho nên là nhà thiết kế được những cái chiếc xe như thế này mà rất chi là kỳ công. Đấy. Và dưới gầm xe như các bạn thấy, dưới gầm xe là cũng có chỗ để pin. Nếu các bạn mà chạy bằng pin là các bạn sẽ lắp 2 quả pin con thỏ vào trong cái bụng của cái chiếc xe này. Đấy, đặc biệt là làm được màu đen xì giống như lốp đấy, cùng một màu luôn. Và các bạn treo pin ở đây đấy, thì các bạn bật công tắc lên thì nó sẽ xe sẽ tự chạy được các bạn nhé. Và các bé rất dễ chơi đấy. Bật pin lên là xe hoạt động rất chi là dễ dàng và rất chi là tiện lợi, với cái giá mà mình mua chỉ có 15k một chiếc xe như thế này, để cho các bé dùng mà rất chi thoải mái, rất chi là tự tin mỗi khi các bé chơi ở nhà. Đấy, rất chi là đẹp. Đấy, qua những cái video này mình giới thiệu với các bạn một chiếc xe trò chơi dành cho bé, mà trong khi đó là giá bèo bọt chỉ có 15k, nên các bậc phụ huynh mua cho bé nhà mình những chiếc xe như này để các bé khám phá. Xin cảm ơn các bạn và đã quan tâm theo dõi video của mình. Xin chào tạm biệt, video của mình đến đây hết. Thân ái chào các bạn.